Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing our EA Sports FC Team of the Year voting. First we're going to start off with the men's, then we're going to jump into the women's. So let's kick it off with the goalkeepers. There's two goalkeepers that I think have earned this spot. I was stuck between Ederson, who's a part of the Manchester City squad, who was a big part, had a big part to play in them winning the treble, and then Ter Stegen, who performed very well for Barcelona. I, in particular, am going to go with Ederson in the back. And then I'm going to jump to left back. So here, I feel like Theo Hernandez has been probably one of the best left backs in the major European leagues. And he's just been killing it the past 2 to 3 years. So I feel like that goes without question. I think most people have had Theo Hernandez in their Team of the Year. And the next spot, I'm going to go with another Manchester City center back, and that's going to be Ruben Dias. Again, they won the treble. Ruben Dias was a big part of that, so I got to throw him in there. Now here, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different from what other people have done. Most people have put Virgil van Dijk in as center back. I am not going to put him in for two reasons. One, I don't feel that Liverpool have won enough, or that Virgil van Dijk has stood out enough from some of the other center backs to necessarily be fully clear and just win it. The second reason that plays a part in this decision is Virgil van Dijk currently in the game is broken anyway, and I don't know who really need this broken card added to the game. So, to switch things up a little bit, I'm actually going to go with Saliba, who is a great center back for Arsenal, and when he plays for Arsenal, I feel like they have a very strong win percentage compared to whenever he's been out or injured. So I'm going to go with Saliba, just switch it up. On right back, I'm going to go with who I think is probably the best right back across European leagues, and that's going to be Alexander Arnold. Now, what I hope EA do is give him an alternate position of center midfielder, because I know that Klopp towards the latter half of 2023 was allowing him to kind of move into that midfield role. That would be super fun to have him playing in that role. So that covers our back four and the goalkeeper. What we're now going to do is we're going to head to midfield. And this, I think, everyone has had pretty much the same thing. Again, they won the treble. We're going for De Bruyne as center mid. And we're also going to go for his center mid mate, Rodri. And then to cap things off, we're going to go for the young lad, the young mate playing for Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham. If we can find him. Here he is. Perfect. Boom. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. We're now going to move to the front three. And again, I think most people had very similar things. I'm going to start off with the most obvious ones. Haaland, who scored so many goals in 2023 and is just an absolute monster for Manchester City. Again, won the treble. I'm going to put him at striker. Your boy Mbappe, who again, he just scores goals. He's an absolute monster. The dribbling, the pace, everything that he does is great. Can't wait to see him leave PSG and go somewhere else and win games and win trophies. He's going to go at left wing. Now, right wing is where all the conversation is happening. Some people are putting Salah, some people are putting Messi, some people have added Kane as part of the top three, or the attacking three. I'm not going to go for either of those. Salah, who I think, he did well, and he's one of the best right wingers. That's just not really up for debate, especially in the Premier League. Messi, he's great. He won the Ballon d'Or this year, but that was for his achievements in 2022. So I'm not going to put him in. Again, this is just the attacking three, so this person I'm going to select is not necessarily a right winger by any means, but I am going to go with, if we can find him, Saudi Arabia's league, Cristiano Ronaldo, who capped the year off with 50 plus goals, which is just, at that age, I feel like he deserves the consideration. So I'm going to put him into my team, or for my vote. That caps off the men's Team of the Year voting. Let's go ahead and switch over to women's. Now, I know a little bit less about some of the women's leagues. So some of this will be voted based off of who I like or who I've used in the game thus far, who I like, and who I think would be fun to play with in Team of the Year. And so for goalkeeper, again, I honestly think this is probably going to be like the most used goalkeeper just based off of height. But I am going to go with Earps in goal, just because I'm a Manchester United fan. For center back, I really feel like Renard, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, has been doing really well in her league. And the second center back that I'm going to go with is, one second, I'm going to go with Bright. Now, here, I feel like I know a little bit, or at least have a little bit more information as relates to left backs and right backs. We all know that we have a couple of our French favorites right here with Basha and Karchoui, if I'm saying that correctly. We also have the Skiller and Rolfo. I am going to pick, just because I think this will be fun to use. I already have Basha's current card for UEFA, so I'm not going to pick her. I am going to go ahead and go with Rolfo. Where is she? As left back. And then at right back, I am going to go with someone who hasn't really had much shine this year, at least within the game. I'm going to go with Carpenter. Cool. Defense done. Now we're going to head to midfield. I really like Alexia Putellas. I think she's been injured for a solid portion of this year, so I can understand why she may not necessarily get a lot of votes based on her actual stats, but I am going to go ahead and put her in. And then I am also going to add, where are you? One second. I am going to add Gioro, and I'm going to add Alexia Bonmati. That will finish off our midfield. And then, this is where the fun comes. For the attack, for striker, I'm going to go with Sam Kerr. Again, arguably one of the best strikers in the game across the different women's leagues. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Hansen. And then to cap us off, on the right wing, I'm going to go with Diane. And this is going to be my vote for Team of the Year for Women's. If you have fun watching this video, leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you again soon.